Hello everybody, this is Cromsco018, and this is going to be my thoughts on episode 1 of season 2, Vampire Knight Guilty. Really, Jackson? Go sit down with it. Now go sit down and eat. Yeah, I'm still watching the kids, obviously. I'm gonna do that until Rachel either gets them back, long story, not going into detail, or they start going to school. Yeah. That's gonna be a while. Anyway, or at least 2 years for Jackson, because he's gonna be 3 this year. Anyway, as for... My God. Jackson, you eat first. No. I hate it when he does this during my recordings. Anyway, I wasn't surprised that Zero came back, obviously, because of what happened in the season finale. Jackson, stop making that noise! Yes, you are! Stop it! He's making a stupid noise. Anyway, it also didn't surprise me that she called him Kaname even though it was Zero, because to her knowledge, Zero wasn't there. So the only person that she expected to catch her, besides, the other vampires, was Kaname. Because she had already seen the others, and she hadn't seen Kaname by that point. So, process of elimination made her think of Kaname. So it wasn't because I don't think it was because she had of any, feelings or whatever for Kaname or Zero, respectively. I think it was just because, Zero wasn't there yet, and Kaname was, so she naturally assumed it was Kaname who caught her. And it's good that Zero is back. I don't know how long that blood will sustain him until he starts, craving it again. It did not surprise me that the Senate took action against them for what happened to Shizuka. But I'm surprised that, and yet not surprised that Kaname didn't mention that Zero was innocent, even though Kaname obviously knew that he was innocent. Jackson, that's why I keep telling you, keep your feet away from him, turn around, face the TV. Wide's in the walker, and if you're not careful, he will run over your feet. Probably not intentionally, obviously, but still. Hi there, little Wyatt. Anyway, what was I going? Oh yeah, 'cause we all know what happened in that episode. Kaname was the one who actually took her life. Zero actually injured her, but it was Kaname who actually did the killing blow. But obviously he's not going to say that. But what does he gain from not saying that Zero didn't do it? Besides possibly, obviously, losing affection from Yuki, because she said that until he said it, she wasn't going to speak to him again, which obviously ticked him off. Because the hole he made in the tree. Jackson, I told you! Move your feet! Face the TV and eat! Wyatt, leave him alone! Those two. Anyway, obviously what Yuki said ticked him off, because he's done so much to try and keep her affection, and just losing it in one quick moment, possibly losing it, I think, that really got to him. Obviously you can't tell, except for the whole obvious hole he made in the tree. Barely missing, dang it, what was his name? Ichijo? I'm thinking of probably something else, but I think that was his name, the other blonde. Not Hanabusa, but Yeah, they're blonde. I can't remember what his name was. Anyway. What else happened? It surprised me that Maria woke up because I didn't know that. And then again, it shouldn't surprise me because why would Shizuka use a corpse? I just didn't know what happened to the other soul when she was using it, so who knows? But it did surprise me that they actually were related. I mean, are they like cousins? Or some sort of incest thing? Because it wouldn't surprise me the purebloods would be doing incest stuff. Especially of what we find out later probably not in the show, but probably in the manga. Or most definitely in the manga. But it wouldn't surprise me that the family, the pureblood... Jackson, would you sit down and eat? Not yet! Anyway, it wouldn't surprise me that the pureblood families would perform incest stuff because they're trying to keep, obviously the pureblood families pure, which means no mating with humans. And Jackson, go. Go play. Why can't you? You got plenty of toys right there. Oh God. Anyway, from what they were saying, the person who had... Jackson, shut up! You can play with that later! He wants to get in the walker, which would mean I'd have to take Wyatt out of it, and I'm not doing that yet. Not just yet. Anyway, it makes me wonder that the person who had Shizuka's lover killed, even though it wasn't supposed to, which obviously made her go crazy and take out Zero's family. Jackson, stay quiet for a second! No! No. Be quiet. Anyway, I'm trying to get my points across, but these little guys aren't making it easy. The person who did all that behind the scenes apparently from what they said, obviously wasn't happy that she chose a human turned vampire instead of a pureblood to be with instead of, So, it's either most likely by process of elimination, if you're not going with, like, let's say a vampire that's trying to keep things going or whatever, but if you go by process of elimination, it's either the pureblood family's fiance, or the pureblood family fiance that she had at the time, because apparently she had some pureblood fiance, I keep on saying pureblood family, whatever. Either the pureblood fiance, his family, or someone who could stand to gain from all this. My theory, until I'm proven otherwise, my theory was Kaname. Because he's got some kind of agenda. I don't know what, but it just seems to me like he's got something in the works, especially since they said he's apparently had all the pieces that he needed over across the academy when all that stuff was going on. But for what? I don't think we've really seen his true intentions. Besides, obviously, his wanting affection from Yuki. And possibly wanting to drink her blood? I'm not sure. Though, if he was to drink her blood, wouldn't that obviously turn her into a vampire, since he's a pureblood and only purebloods can do that? Though I know all that stuff about Yuki, I know all that, but I don't know how it comes to be. Anyway, Zero apparently has been getting visions. I didn't really catch what the vision was, so could someone explain it to me, please? But he had a dream where, now that Shizuka's gone, what's he going to do? Is he going to give in to, the desires of a vampire? And that meant, in the dream, he was attacking Yuki and killing her, which shocked him into waking up. But from what I saw, he leaned in for a kiss, but he didn't do it. So, did he like her from the start? Or is this just something that's been developing over time? I think it's been developing over time ever since he started living with them, so possibly. Jackson, stop that! He's banging a hanger on the floor. At least I assume that's what he's doing, that's what it sounds like anyway. But it's clear that Zero's obviously got feelings for her, otherwise he wouldn't have done that. So, I don't know if Kaname's gonna find out, and if he does, what he's gonna do about it. Because he's not gonna risk losing his girl, from what he said. Jackson, would you be quiet for a second? Let me finish up. Anything else I gotta say? Anyway, could someone clarify the whole relation between Maria and Shizuka? What that vision was that Zero had? And they got submitted on clarifying stuff. Jackson, stop it! Anyway, the links are down below, or not down below. Links are where it's supposed to be, and I will see you all next time.